Hello and welcome to the show today. This is the Fear Free Human Coaching Show. This is a part of an organization that's called Fear Free Human Collective. And the purpose of this show is to support people in learning how to use their internal guidance system. My name is Zen Cryar DeBrücke, and I am your host of today's show. I will be working with individuals who come on that are a part of our collective. Our collective can be found at BeFearFreeNow.com, which is where I have a plethora of trainings on how to use your internal guidance system. So, what is the internal guidance system? The internal guidance system is a factory installed system that everyone is born with. Every single human being on the planet, including you, has an internal guidance system. I call it IGS for short. And what it is it is a operating system of sorts. You know how you have you have on your Mac computer, you have an operating system OS, and on a Windows machine, you've got your Microsoft, and you have all these various different ways there. It's like an operating system, and it's located in the center of your body. It's a physical experience. Anytime in your life where you've experienced fear, anxiety, overwhelm, frustration, irritation, procrastination, doubt, mistrust, these sensations, these physical experiences you're having is actually guidance. Feels like a lump in the throat, a tightness in the chest, or a sick feeling in the solar plex area, like a rock or a tightness. Anytime you feel constriction in the center of your body in this area, what it's doing is it's letting you know that the thoughts you're having are out of alignment with your life's blueprint, and that they are not true, that the things you're thinking is not going to happen. So you know how have you ever been filled with anxiety about something? And you know how it feels. In fact, think of something right now. In fact, for those of you who are watching, if you want, you can comment, and I can see your comments in the chat. It'd be lovely. But I want you to think of a time in your life, maybe something that's happening for you right now, where you feel anxiety. All right. Really, think of something right now. Maybe you have something going on with a parent in your life. They're struggling, or you've got a kid who's struggling, or maybe it's a financial experience. Maybe you lost your job, or you're afraid you're going to lose your job, right? Fear. Okay. Think about it. Now notice how you feel. You feel that like uncomfortable feeling that's really it's like icky. That experience right there, that is actually something that's attached to something bigger than you are. And it's giving you guidance that what you're thinking isn't true. And it will never be true. So I've had somebody who's been studying with me, and they're thinking that they could trick their internal guidance system, and maybe that they're just being like positive. They're just being positive. They're actually deluding themselves about the situation they're in. It can't happen. Anytime that you feel a tight experience in the center of your body, anxiety, fear, worry, overwhelm, frustration, it means that what you're thinking is not true or not going to happen. Now, yes, there are clinical issues. Sometimes our hormones can get in the way as you're going through maybe like I am menopause, and that can lead to some anxiety. But the difference is that the anxiety that you're feeling will go away when you shift your thinking. And that is what's being called for. When you feel that tight closing sensation, you're literally being called to change the thoughts you're having in the moment. And when you hit upon the thought that's true for you, when you hit upon the thought that actually is in alignment with your life's blueprint, what you'll find is it will release instantly. You'll feel a relaxed sensation, a sense of that sense of uncomfortableness will be gone. And that's how you know it's the internal guidance system, because you can shift your thinking. And in shifting your thinking, you have the capacity to be able to change your life. It's the ultimate tool in crafting and creating the mindset that will lead you to your happiest life with your greatest success. And the way that it does that, it's very interesting. This is a very spiritual relationship. It's in relationship to who you are as a being. It's in relationship to what your purpose here on the planet is on a daily moment by moment basis. It's got giving you guidance about what your purpose is, and you're never alone. Now, I want you to think about all day long as you go through your day, you'll feel the anxiety or the fear or the worry or the frustration or the irritation. It comes and goes, and it's always in relationship to what you're thinking. Now, most of us have, because of the way that this whole human experience happens, we're born, and as a baby, we think that things outside of us is what makes us unhappy or miserable. But what I've discovered is that it's always your thinking. And you're only unhappy and miserable when your thinking is out of alignment. Because even if you have something that's unpleasant that you're going to be experiencing in your life, if it is true, you will feel a sense of peace, a sense of deep knowing and discernment, wisdom about that thing happening. And even though it's something like, let's say you do open that you're going to lose your job, you'll be at peace about it. And the interesting thing is that this guidance system, it never stops. It's there 24/7. In fact, lots of people, once they learn how to use it, report that they even can use their internal guidance system while they're asleep in their dreams. Isn't that amazing? That you actually have this physical thing guiding you at every moment of your life. And its total purpose is to keep you on track. Its purpose is to help you get what you really truly desire and to accomplish your life's goals that I believe you set up before you get here. I've worked with over 40,000 people, and in that, there's been some deep spiritual truths that have come up in using this internal guidance system. And it's not that I created it, because everybody on the planet has one and it's operating and it's already working. I just sat down and took my time to discover how it actually works. And that's what I teach. And that's what this program is about. So if you are having a situation in your life that is difficult, that's uncomfortable, that seems hopeless, I'm here to tell you that no matter what is happening, you're only a few opening thoughts away from being back on track and in alignment with your life's blueprint. I had somebody recently, I was on a podcast on Thursday night, and they were asking me, like, what's the difference between, do you think life is more about free will and self-determination, or is it destiny based? And to be completely honest, I think it's both. I think we co-create the life that we want to have and the lessons that we want to learn and who we want to do it with before we get here. You'll notice that this is the kind of thing that I talk about. And the reason why I believe this is because it opens me and it is in alignment with what this guidance seems to be doing for us. And so what'll happen is that we'll kind of co-create it. And it's interesting because a lot of people who've had near-death experiences, if you've ever researched them, and if you haven't, they're called NDEs. You can check them out on YouTube here. They're amazing. And a lot of them they found are very common themes globally, no matter where you were born, no matter what culture you're in, the near-death experiences are very similar. And what they found is that there is literally, like, you plan your life before you get here. And there's things that you are really wanting to do. And there's things you really want to fix and be a part and also grow in and be a part of. And that you're literally not allowed to take on too much. Like, there's a council that you have to go through to before you come here that goes through and makes sure that you're not taking on too much and that you're not taking on too little. And so that's the whole destiny piece. And then you come down here and we forget why we came. That's part of the plan so that we start fresh. And then you kind of go through life. And as you're moving along, right, in life, you have these lessons that come up. Some of them are pleasant and amazing, and some of them are tough. And they're with various people in your life. So the interesting thing is that I believe we were given this guidance system to help us out. So even though we may have forgotten what we're here to learn and what we're here to do and the life that we've chosen, okay, what we'll find is that this guidance system will help you achieve those things. If you'd like to check it out, go to befearfreenow.com, and there's a free trial for our collective, which is a community where we do coaching, and there's coaching subscriptions and training. And you can get the first part of the program where you can experience how to use your internal guidance system for yourself.